Hey, I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 12th day of August. Watching developments carefully. Maybe some raindrops in spots tonight. Cooler weather down the line. Maybe a pre-Halloween freeze. Let's take a look. First off, some of the morning shots. Really a nice sunrise this morning. So nice. First off, the view coming from Inverness, from the Wingate Inn. There's the sunrise coming from Hamilton, up in northwest Alabama. From the University of Montevallo in Shelby County. How about that? All right, this afternoon, that's the Tuscaloosa sky cam. A little overcast out there, keeping temperatures down a bit. And some folks are getting wet, especially off to the west. There's the Tupelo, Mississippi sky cam. Note the cumulus field there. And again, we got some big storms over the western part of Mississippi where there's actually a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Here's the upper low near Fort Smith, Arkansas this afternoon. That axis will be shifting on in through here tonight, and that will bring a chance of scattered showers and storms. And yeah, temperatures are not quite as warm today simply because of the clouds, of course. Readings are mostly in the 70s. Birmingham at 76. Anniston only 71 degrees. How about that? All right, there's your severe thunderstorm watch. That is in effect until 8 o'clock tonight for a pretty good chunk of southwest Tennessee, north and central Mississippi. And you can see the active convection off to the west. There's the Columbus radar. And again, you can see some big storms prompting severe thunderstorm warnings. The main issue there will be from large hail and strong winds. Check the instability indices. This is the surface-based CAPE, and the higher values are off to the west. They are peaking at about 1,500 joules near Memphis, and that's mainly with a cold air aloft with the upper low. Instability values are pretty marginal across our state, and again, we think the storms will weaken very quickly once the sun goes down. There's hardly any shear, so tornadoes won't be a factor. There's the convective outlook for the rest of today and this evening. A slight risk west of Alabama. The guys at SPC have pulled that risk from our state. It's exclusively over Mississippi and the adjacent parts of Arkansas and Louisiana. I think that's a good call. Don't expect any severe weather. We just could use some rain around here. And we'll see if we can get a little bit. There's the QPF chart, and again, if you smooth it out, most folks getting between 1/10 and a 1/4 inch. Yes, you could see some spots maybe a little more, maybe a 1/2 inch on the high end, but a lot of spots could get nothing. And you know how that works. Tropical weather, hey, Paula. That thing is really ramped up this afternoon. That's a Category 2 hurricane now with peak winds at 100 miles per hour. And the steering currents are weak and ill-defined. It's going to just kind of meander about the western Caribbean probably for the next 5 days. A couple of models want to slingshot that thing east, but just might sit down there for a while. We do think ultimately it moves east and northeast, but again, no impact on the Gulf Coast here. The intensity guidance, not doing a good job. They initialized this thing as barely a hurricane, but it's actually a Category 2 right now based on the Hurricane Hunter data. But again, you can see slow weakening is likely after 24 hours with dry air moving in from the north and stronger winds aloft getting over the system. So, again, we'll watch that, but we just don't think that'll be a problem. There's the official track from the Hurricane Center. They've got this thing skirting the Yucatan as a hurricane tomorrow morning, then curving to the right and then bending back a little bit to the south, and it just kind of meanders around the western tip of Cuba this weekend. Let's look at the old GFS. What do you say? This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow. No, another shortwave showing up there to the north of us over the upper Midwest. That's going to sharpen up that trough and really pull down some nice cool air by Thursday. Down below that, you can see the model still spitting out that little green patch. And again, I guess you might mention a small chance of a shower tomorrow, but odds are most folks are not going to get wet. Both the NAM and the GFS are showing a high close to 80. But on Thursday, yeah, the trough sharpens up over the east. Down below that, nice cool air advection. Be a breezy day with highs only in the low 70s. All the guidance now showing highs on Thursday between 70 and 73. Friday, gorgeous. We'll start the day well down in the 40s. Could see some 30s for the colder valleys. The high will be in the 70s. And there's Saturday starting off the weekend. Picture perfect day. Goodness gracious, that's nice. We'll start the day in the 40s, wind up in the mid-70s. Bright blue sky. Great for football. Same thing on Sunday. So get out there and enjoy it this weekend. Monday of next week, we stay dry. And Tuesday, again, dry weather. Now, let's jump out there a couple of days to Thursday of next week, 21st. Look at the upper low developing off to the west. And that could bring a pretty decent little rain event in here. And again, we'll take whatever we get tonight, but we need a more widespread rain event, and maybe that's the one. And again, that's still 9 days out there. This is Thursday of next week, the 21st. We'll jump out 4 more days to the 25th. Yo-ho! Phased trough over the east, tapping some really cool air. Look at that. The old 540 thickness values are right on top of us. The low-level thickness values don't support snow. I know what you're thinking. Flurries. And again, this is voodoo, but the idea, I think, is very valid. It's been very consistent. The European has backed it up, and that's going to be awfully chilly. Somewhere in there, we're probably going to get a freeze. We'll go to the end of the month on the 28th, or the end of the forecast period. Still a very deep trough over the east. And again, as you can see, that the last 10 days of this month look awfully chilly. And again, prospects of a frost and a freeze are looking pretty good out there. So get set for some really, really chilly weather that seems to be coming down this way. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. That's ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.